Hello, listener. Quick programming note before we begin. What you are about to hear is the audio of our live show at UK Games Expo in June of 2023. The audio quality is, to put it lightly, not good. So give it a couple of minutes, see if you can deal with it. If it's too rubbish for you to comfortably listen to, don't worry too much. It's not canon. You're not going to lose out on any of the rich storytelling and deep character moments that you've come to expect from Of Dice and Them. But if you can put up with it, it's, fun time. Fun, silly time. Fun, silly time with our goblin friend. And we hope you enjoy it. We enjoyed making it. Before we get into it, I would just like to give a big thank you to Paul Foxcroft, that's Paul Foxcroft on Twitter, who was our guest star in this episode, and to Jess, who is Dr. Bees on Twitter, for basically helping with more or less everything. They're both wonderful people. And it's a pleasure to know them. We'd also like to thank UK Games Expo for having us, and to everyone who showed up, which was a surprising amount. Yeah, it was great. If you were some of the people that showed up, you're some of the few people to have, enjoyed this with listenable audio. Anyway, enjoy the show.
Okay, well, without further ado, hello and welcome, friends one and all, to this live special recording of Dice and Them. Thank you so much for being here. I said this in the pre-show, all my bits are about having no audience, so it's kind of ruined it a little bit by all of you beautiful people turning up. My name is Jack, I'll be your host and DM for this evening and for any of the carnage that will undoubtedly ensue. I had a different order, but I'm also joined by Bambi.
Hey.
You have to say it's an audio medium still. Lou.
It's very early evening.
Yeah, did I say even? I would say Ralph. That's hello.
Hello, baby.
And our very special guest that I have absolutely no idea how we managed to bag. Not only a professional comedian, but an actor that you might recognise from such TV hits as Ted Lasso.
And no others.
Such TV hits.
Cut for Brassic in the edit.
Paul Foxcroft from Questing Time, everybody.
Andrew and good night.
Yeah, Paul, why are you here?
A series of escalating bets. You lost? Hard to say.
Are you very excited to play D&D with us? Very small.
I'm excited to play D&D. I've played D&D 3 times in the last 6 years.
Because
I've DM'd a countless amount.
I feel your pain.
No, but you're gonna. You literally said, make a character, go feral.
I did, and I stay true to my word. There are 2 types of DMs when they're players. They're either ones that are like, oh, I know what it's like to be a DM. It's alright, I'll help you out. Ralph is like that. Oh, should we do what Jack is suggesting we should do? And then there is another type of DM.
Yeah, who just needs sweet catharsis. Which is my character's name. Now.
Okay, so we only have about an hour to try and rattle through something that
not my problem!
actually want to listen to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go each one of you, and I just like to say who you are, who you're playing, a little nugget of interest about that character, and then most importantly, what is the last thing that they searched on Fantasy Google? Okay? What is the last thing that your character searched on Fantasy Google? You're on the spot. This is improv. I believe in all of you. I know that Ralph's is going to be especially funny. We're going to come straight to you.
Oh, me first.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd go in order.
Yeah, no,
I was going to start with a professional comedian first, but apparently we're going doing that.
Yeah, need it. Hi, I'm Tom. You can usually call me Bambi because there are a lot of Toms. I play
Nosha. Nosha is a Hildorf Ranger, and his last thing that he searched on fancy Google, so pictures of owls.
Pictures of
Yeah, just like to look at them.
What sort of owl?
Oh, a Eurasian eagle owl.
I hate that. Lou.
Hello, I am Lou Pryor, pronouns she, her, and I play Gus Miller, who is a halfling druid, spends most of her time as a giant hyena. And the last thing Gus probably searched on fantasy Google would have been, maybe she was on like Ancestry.com. There are so many hundreds of Millers, and she's probably just trying to work out in the next town they go to whether she's got like a third cousin that can put her up and give her dinner.
I am looking to patent the Miller mechanic in D&D, actually. I think it's a really valuable role for Millers, exactly. Yeah. Ralph?
I am Ralph. I play Sir Gladstone Pike, a human fighter.
Ooh. Slow down.
He is a knight of mild renown some 40 years ago and has done very little of value since. And the last thing he did on Fantasy Google was Google, quote, Sir Gladstone Pike. 0 results.
Yeah. Wonderful. Toad?
Hello, I'm Tove. I'm a they them, and I play the cat burglar of the group. His name is Light on the Lake at Midnight. He's a tabaxi rogue, and I think the last thing he searched was probably statute of limitations for burglary in whatever town he was last in.
See, I had it definitely that it was going to be big old boys.
That would be the second one.
Okay. Paul, dare I ask?
Yeah, otherwise this format's weird.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Paul Foxcroft, he, him style. And today I'll be playing a character I've just renamed as Sweet Berry Catharsis. He is a wizard specialising in illusion, and he is a goblin. You will not enjoy the voice.
Okay.
And he has more HP than I do.
Now he does, yeah, because I figured I'm not running it. And last thing he searched on Fantasy Google was how to grow/obtain mustache.
Okay. Seems very clean shape.
Not by choice.
Not by choice. Okay. So
That's my question today: is to end the podcast with my character having facial hair.
and older and true request has there ever been. Okay, so you are all in a cramped waiting room. You may recognise this from episode 1 of the old Dice and Them podcast. But you're all back in there, and this large, buxom orc lass in the corner says, "Oh, the patrol captain will be with you soon. Just wait there for one moment and get to know each other."
Fan favourite Cheryl. Woo!
Fan favourite Cheryl making a comeback. You all pretended like you didn't know her in the first episode. Apparently, you all did. Okay, so you're all sitting there. There's cramped. There's awful coffee. What are you saying to one another?
Oh, you want to improv?
Yeah.
Oh.
Gus isn't allowed coffee at home, so is already on her third cup.
Super hyper. Like it. Okay. You have all been brought here you've been told that the patrol captain wants to see you. Okay. Gladstone Pike knows a little bit about what's going on. Sir Gladstone Pike knows a little bit about what's going on. Okay. But the rest of you have just been told that the patrol captain wants to see you. Light, you're probably terrified.
I'm not sure he's coming.
Yeah, Light's probably terrified that he's pegged you for one of the many burglaries going around town.
Well, Light was told there was a free boat giveaway.
Yeah. Sweet Barry Catharsis, I have no idea what you're doing.
I'm here to collect any pogs they might have.
Okay, fine. And Joshua, you just kind of live there probably, and you're just there for anything that's going on. Okay. So, Patrol Captain Clive sort of comes out. Good. You're all 5 of you here. The 5 really, really experienced adventurers that I've definitely not completely screwed this up by asking to come in. Come in, all of you. And he ushers you
That's
in.
the name of our group now, yes!
Yes. So
I'm so excited to be here!
he ushers all of you in, and he shuts all the drapes in the room and says does anybody know you're here?
We do!
Does anybody else know you're here now?
Yes!
Who?
Everyone I've seen this morning I've told!
You told everyone in detail that you're coming? Okay, we can work around it.
Also, I've given everybody a piece of string, and I'm holding all the other ends.
Okay. I'm beginning to get an insight into how bad this might be for me as a DM. But it's okay. It's okay.
on your desk that says you chose this.
No, those are affirmations. That's a whole other thing. So I've got a secret mission for you guys, which I'm now doubting the secrecy of. Basically, there's been a lot of raids in Grevthir and the surrounding region over the last few months, and we've just pegged them all back. I can see Paul's head. Your cog's wearing, and the next thing that you're going to throw under the bus. No, you good? Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Apparently,
Yeah.
unfortunately, Ralph doesn't.
Yeah, I was going to say, actually, there's been a series of raids, and we've actually managed to figure out exactly what's going on. We've put it down to figuring out exactly the underlying threat. So Sir Gladstone helped me with this. So Sir Gladstone, why don't you take it away and just explain what it is?
Well, the situation is as follows. We think, though, as my good friend and colleague, whose name I've unfortunately forgotten, Clive, has mentioned, there are raids escalating in the area
Now,
around Grevthir,
yes.
which we believe.
You're killing it, Gladstone. You're absolutely killing it.
Thank you, I really do appreciate it. It reminds me, actually, of the time. I may have told you, I may have regaled you with this tale before, it was some years ago. I broke 8 lances against the lion. It was a mystery. And this situation sort of brings that to mind.
Well, it does, because, of course, as Gladstone discovered, it's actually the Baron Egreft of nearby Erland that has been commissioning these raiders. Yeah, so I thought I'd get that. So basically, he's been paying them a tithe to protect the land of Erland, which doesn't in of itself seem unreasonable. You would want to maybe pay money to protect your lands. But it seems like they've hatched this rather nefarious deal where actually Baron Egreft is paying them off. The bandits are raiding other surrounding regions more often, and the Baron Egreft is getting some of that cut as well. So there's something awful going on. And so basically, we've managed to figure out that we think there's this plot to make Erland more prosperous in the region and destabilise the other regions. And so we figured out that this Baron Egreft is in the middle of it, and that the bandits meet with him to collect this tithe. And fortunately, due to Lyosha's wonderful scouting and stealthing, we have discovered the next time the bandits are going to collect this tithe. Therefore, what I am going to be doing, separate to all of you, although maybe taking Barry with me if he's paying, is I'm going to be heading off these bandits, and I'm going to be cutting them off. And then
You're going to kill the Baron.
No, well, maybe you guys are going to go deal with it. Okay, so what I suggest.
A maybe is very dangerous when it comes to us.
Well, listen. I mean, look, it's no bad thing if the Baron Egreft disappears from office. Erland, kill Baron Egreft.
He would have it anyway. We used to play him at hockey with school against Grevthir, and they were always just bastards.
Then we'll kill them for this as well.
Yes.
Grevthir Gators.
Yes, the Grevthir alligators. Yeah, pending patterns. So no one in Erland is having a good time. The nobility lorded over and the peasants are really struggling. So to be honest, if there was a change in leadership, that would be okay. But obviously, you could understand that Grevthir itself doesn't really need to get involved in the politics, and which is why I've assembled you, crack bunch of people that no one would really mind if went missing.
And that is why we didn't tell anyone that we were coming here.
Correct! Yes, good. I hope so.
What are we, some sort of suicide squad?
Absolutely. So, listen, we know we're going to head them off. The bandits are due to be there in about a day, which is exactly how much time it will magically take you to get there.
That's very convenient.
Yes. Don't worry, we won't do a whole travelling thing. And the plan is up to you. I would recommend disguising yourselves as the bandits, and I have told a local shopkeeper that you might be appearing, requiring bandits.
We might be appearing having a montage.
Exactly, a very quick.
Quick question.
Yes,
Does
Barry.
the shopkeeper sell bandit costumes? Because I think it might be a good place for a sting.
Yeah, it's oh my god.
You're right. I'm not a scientist. I'm not even a wizard. I can do magic. I just by lucky guesses, but I'm not trained.
You're right. I've never put two and two together. You do such a good trade. And he was so ready to provide us with bandit costumes. I didn't even tell him I was a patrol captain.
Let me write that down into a list of affirmations. Make obvious conclusions.
You're perfect. You're perfect. You've done such a good job as patrol captain. Maybe look into the whole bandit shop thing. Excellent. But listen, you guys, I'm not going to get in your way. I'm going to let you come up with whatever plan you want, because to be honest, the less I know about it, the better. As a patrol captain. But listen, I think you need to go. You need to deal with this Barry Egress in Ireland. However you choose, Barry, to do so. If he dies, he dies, but I've got nothing to do with it. Look.
Disagree. This meeting now is very good at assisting.
No, this meeting never happened.
I've got loads of notes.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping that they will die along with your character by the end.
That's cool. I've already started putting them in envelopes.
Who are you sending them to?
Oh, no, yeah. I've just written lucky dip on the envelope. The postman can have enough.
Talk to post office.
If you need us to kill the postmaster too, let us know.
Stop saying kill, okay? I haven't said the word kill.
Sorry, allow me to. If you need us to murder.
Okay, there we go.
Bye, Clive. Have a good day. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thanks so much. I feel.
Do you have any pogs?
Pogs?
Yeah.
Do you want to pass that then? It means, unfortunately, your character is now afflicted with petrified.
Hooray! Wheel me out!
Okay, so the world's your oyster.
Drag you along by the strings.
Oh, well, I imagine because as the townsfolk are moving around, I'm just being called in a selection of directions anyway.
As a small
Like you're on
you've got
toddler rings, going back from about five different notes in different directions.
Exactly, the Marxist dream of controlling a toddler. Everyone is equally in charge.
Okay, so the world's your oyster. You've got an objective, very loosely. Yeah, the world's your oyster. You can go do something else if you want, but I prefer you stay firmly on these railroad tracks that I have barely prepared for you. What is the plan, guys?
Well, T, now that we have successfully bonded, I think we should go to the crime supply shop.
I think Barry is right. I think we should keep Barry around, you know.
I'm never leaving.
I think Barry will join us on all our adventures.
Unrelated, do any of you believe in ghosts?
Can I roll for Millers to see if Barry is a long lost Miller?
Yes, you can roll for Miller. Have you got your D100?
Yeah.
Oh, not your big, massive D100.
Oh, no, I don't have my back.
Okay, fine, just roll D100. I'm going to give you 95 plus.
I had lucky to laugh.
Because-
It was like
Because to be fair, Barry is a goblin.
48.
No, he's not a Miller. He's a
Aw.
goblin.
Maybe at the end of this will be an honorary.
Honorary. I will allow honorary Miller status, but, you know. Such
Have to
a,
earn it.
yeah, absolutely. Okay.
That looks meaningfully at Barry, like, we're going to make this work.
Barry just bewildered. Thumbs up. I just muttered, I'm a goblin.
Okay, so you head into the crime shop central of Greville.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Hello! What can I do you for?
Oh, I like this one.
We are a bunch of legit criminals who would like bandit stuff.
Well, you have come to the right place apparently. I am a criminal shop. I was not aware previously that this is what I was, but apparently this is so. Also, I am sorry if any of you are French.
Yes,
No, this is...
I couldn't
It's
believe
Canadian.
about that when I saw a French person come in. Sorry.
In your defense, I did not know French was going to come out of my mouth when I opened it.
In a real sense, it hasn't.
Yeah! Let's just roll the punches, let's go.
Yeah.
We would like 5 of your most distinctive and various size costumes, because there's 2 of us are quite small and
Yes.
2 of us are kind of medium, and 1 of us is a giant of a man.
Oh, how tall are you exactly?
5'11".
There are several people that get that reference.
It's a prequel.
Barry does not get that reference.
I get it.
Oh, you get it. No, it's not funny. No, it's fine. Okay, so this works, but unfortunately, I can provide you with the costumes that you desire, but unfortunately, I mean, sir, you are in such wonderful plate armor, you would have to, unfortunately, take off the plate armor from the back of the shoes.
Disagree. We can
I
just
rather thought we could get a large bandit outfit and put it over the arm.
Oh no, that is impossible, I'm
Could
sorry.
we get 2 medium ones and just stitch them together?
Well, you could if you want to spend a lot of time doing that.
Yes.
Okay, let's do that.
Taj!
Okay, so there's a one
You're
time.
not here.
Okay, so tell me about your costumes. What are you wearing, and what in particular, Bambi, when we come across to you, what is Owl wearing? Because I'm really interested in what's happening there.
Why does the owl wear a costume?
Because now it's a bandit owl. It's on road, okay? He's a bad owl now.
It's like one of those hawk hoods, you know, that birds of prey wear.
Yeah.
But it's like a balaclava, so it has the eyes cut out.
I'm not going to touch that, actually. But, yeah, no, that's good. Tove?
I think Light dives headfirst into the chest of costumes and comes out wearing one of everything.
Okay.
So it's the most ostentatious hat with as many feathers as you can get.
Okay.
Possibly 2 eye patches. You know.
2 eye patches.
Yeah, that sort of stuff.
Like 2 eye patches.
Other than you sort of having the lift one.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, otherwise I will impose disadvantage on me for the eyes.
That'd be quite generous.
I don't know the rules. Ralph?
I think Gladstone is going back to sort of some Andran in his youth, and it's maybe going for like what a bandit would have looked like in popular culture about 50 years ago.
Okay.
So I think probably black and white striped top, a big sack with swag written on it,
Yeah.
and a domino mask.
But not a mustache, because that's what Barry's having.
Well, I already have a pointed sort of goatee situation.
Okay, Barry, tell me how you feel about Gladstone's mustache.
Real good about it. Barry's just sharpening his dagger. I must cut your lip off.
The lip, not just the mustache.
The whole lip.
I cut the mustache off, it will disintegrate. This isn't Barry's first time with mustache. Barry's costume-wise, 100% like picture, detail perfect Hamburglar costume.
Yeah.
From the peak 1980s Hamburglar period.
Okay.
But like with the McDonald's iconography and a bag full of rotten burgers.
So there's going to be a sort of scent thing happening here. Encountering wild beasts along the way.
Yeah. Also, I have a familiar, which I haven't introduced.
Okay.
I chose octopus. So I'm going to imagine that Barry has a bag of water.
like a fairground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big's the bag?
It's now in with a load of rotten burgers.
No, I've got 2 bags.
Okay. But,
Yeah, the burgers go in one at a time. I don't want to overwhelm the octopus.
yes, don't be ridiculous, Lou. He has 2 bags, one of rotten hamburgers and another of an octopus. How large an octopus?
It's tiny. It's a tiny creature.
It's got blue rings on it.
It's got blue rings on it, yeah.
Delicious.
Its name is Tales of the Valiant RPG Launch Black Flag. Role-playing game is now on Kickstarter now with an astonishing number of backers, and you can back it too.
Okay, wonderful. You will be stopped, but as you leave today, make sure that you've all checked that on your phone before you leave. Yeah. It's funny because you're laughing and none of you are looking at your phone. Fine. Lou said the same.
Gus is wearing some very, very tall shoes and a very, very tall hat.
Okay. As in like heels. Or like boots.
Like big platforms, big heels, and then a very, very pointy hat.
Okay.
Like yeah, like a kind of highwayman deal, but the peak is very, very tall.
Is it a tricorn hat, but the tricorn is at 90 degrees? You're like that guy from Silent Hill.
That's utterly terrifying. We've got a halfling pyramid head. We've got 2 burglars. We've got fashionista over here, and the one guy at the back going like.
And an owl in a balaclava.
Oh yeah, and the owl in the balaclava. Okay, let's go and set you off on this extremely successful mission. So you know,
Egret.
yes, Egret. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Fine. That's fine. You can kill an eagle.
All of the planning is falling apart.
God, that's nuts.
No, the word kill is still nice and big in it.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, it's not kill, is it?
Murder. Important, very important. All right, so you've been doused in some exciting fashion. Where are we on me completely nullifying your character's armor? Did we?
I think we bullied you out of that one.
Okay, that's fine. So you are AC.
Either 18 or 19. I've not written it clearly, so let's go 19.
I agree to disagree. Fine. Lots of magic spells coming in.
I could just do 14 if you like.
Why?
Okay.
You know this team is a real podcast.
I know.
This is your time to shine.
I know.
Actually have
Yeah.
a real AC.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised. Usually I bully you in a real podcast. Why are you... Okay, you just like... You're taking a leaf out of Bambi's role-playing book. Which basically, how can I actually nerf my own character? Could I make it more fun? Could I have like a minus to my dex? Or what if I had 2 eye patches on the whole time? Fine.
They'll
Okay.
never see it coming.
So you're heading to Erland. It's a day's ride. Clive has procured you a wagon, which is being driven by Pitt, your squire. Yeah,
Not a horse.
We treat this quite very bad.
driven.
I'm with you. Sorry,
Driven.
It's very different.
Yeah, we have
a sculling it, and we've got Tempest in the back with us.
Yeah, we've got a surly teenager like, this is rubbish. Okay, so it's being driven, and you've got some time now to figure out what is your plan.
Well, this was the plan.
Well, you're getting there, but then what's the plan when you get there? There's going to be a large manor house at the end. There's a baron in there expecting some bandits to come and collect a tithe.
I say we go in there, we say, hello, we are the bandits here to collect our tithes. And then when we see the baron, I stab him.
Yeah, bit of sort of thigh slapping to.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure, we can have that in.
Bandits famous enough for the conventions of pantomime.
I believe.
Oh, no, they don't. Sorry, tapped into something really from 20 years ago. Okay, fine.
What, is that the whole
I
plan?
Is that the
No,
whole
I think
plan?
that's probably not the whole of the plan, and we should probably just talk a little bit longer. Maybe could we like hiding? Maybe hiding would be good.
But he's expecting the bandits.
Yes, but he doesn't.
We are the bandits.
Yes, Glaston, but we don't have specified how many bandits. Maybe he's expecting 3 bandits, and there's 2 hidden secret bandits.
Double bandits.
So just
Doesn't mean I get to roll a dice, so I'm in with that. I'll hide.
Well, that would be good at some point if someone rolled a dice.
Do we have a massive fake cake?
Yes.
Good.
Thank goodness we
I think we should hide behind it.
Can we have a massive real cake so that we can get our energy up before we enact the plan?
I'd like to roll them a cake.
Well, actually, we haven't. If you all turn around, you'll see the last cake. Oh, none of you turn. One of you turn. Thank you. That made me feel better. Can I just say, can I interrupt the podcast? I'm really enjoying this couples mic in the middle with this like intimate, like just disagreeing with each other.
Yeah, we're adorable.
Yeah. Fine. So there's a cake. There's the 2 hidden bandits. What about the owl and the octopus? Which sounds
Just
like
a great idea.
the owl and the octopus went to sea.
In a boat, but also just in the sea.
In the sea.
One of them is an octopus. It's poisoned an owl.
Yeah.
So who's in the cake with me? Which lucky party member gets to join me in the cake?
I don't think my hat will fit.
Barry, any takers?
Yeah, let me in my bag of rancid meat.
And my very poisonous
The most poisonous animal in the world.
Sorry, how poisonous is the octopus? I
It's a
missed that one
flaring
bit.
octopus.
Okay. Fine.
It's the most poisonous one in the world.
So poisonous.
I suspect that light will probably be alright.
But poisonous rather than venomous, right? So as long as no one eats it.
Or touches it briefly. Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine. Cool.
Not
just
just
gonna
a
throw
very
it.
high nature score, so won't be worrying about it.
No.
Also, it's radioactive.
Could I just ask what that roll was? Was it a radioactive roll?
Yeah.
Or, okay, fine.
For DM, do so.
Yeah. I love it. Personally, I love it. I have so little control over my life. Okay, so there's a cake, there's a poisonous octopus, there's
The cat.
rotting beef burgers. There's a cat and a goblin and an octopus in the cake.
And I suppose the rest of us just all go and knock on the door, do we?
Don't forget to take the cake.
Otherwise, we'll just take a van.
It's a car. It's not a van. It's not a Vauxhall at the back. Okay, so you're just going to wander up to the barony, the manor. I had this correct.
The barony manor.
The barony manor. Okay. There's two guards. One of them's tall. One of them's short. And one of them says to you,
How do we tell them apart?
one has a funny accent. One doesn't.
Well, we know.
Well, you know which is which. It's time for you to work out. And he said, hang on. What is this?
Is this the funny one?
No.
From inside the cake.
We're bringing a cake for the Baron's birthday.
Baron's birthday was last week. You're a bit late.
Yes, but this got caught in a Royal Mail strike, so it's to the back because it was going to be stuck in our warehouse getting very rotten.
We do support the unions, though.
Yes, absolutely.
We're here, wink, to deliver, wink, wink, this cake to the Baron, wink.
Are you okay? Is there something wrong
Why
with your
is
eye?
Thurston saying wing?
I don't know.
I think he's broken. Is everything okay?
This isn't my usual wheelhouse, I advise you.
Yes, I enjoyed that we
The
said.
issue is that Light is the talker and the sneaker, so we don't really have someone in this role.
Doing my best.
Anyway, where do we put the cake?
Well, hang on. So you're here to deliver a cake that was delayed by the postal strikes.
Yes, and we're also here to pick up a tie.
Time.
Yes.
Oh. I understand. I understand the winking now. Yeah. All right. Come on in. Why does your cake smell like that?
I used my illusion to make the cake smell like a cake.
Why does your cake smell so good?
We're very skilled.
Oh, really? What's your name?
Lads.
Sadrock. Sadrock.
The band.
Your name is Sir Gladstone the Bandit.
No, my name, Badstone Spike.
Badstone Spike.
The evil bandit.
The evil bandit. All right. Call a spade a spade. I like it. Yeah, all right. Well, come in, lads. That's a rather big cake. How are you going to get it through the door?
With our strong bandit muscles.
Okay. Are they turning up after you? Roll for initiative.
No, I'll give it a push.
Right.
Yeah.
Not fair.
Okay, so you guys have you've got into this like waiting hall. This little a butler approaches and says, yes.
Where is the Baron so that we can give him his cake?
He's having one of his naps. It's been a bad
It will be a better morning when he has some cake.
cake is not good for his digestion. He had too much cake last week. It was his birthday last week. And there was this whole thing about the strikes. It really ruined it. But obviously, we
We
strikes.
should
Public service workers at the end of the day.
Perhaps there is a sudden that we can leave it.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you could leave it in the pantry if you like. That makes sense. It's cake.
Just point the
Is
way.
this
We'll go there.
Is
Don't
this where my
worry.
accent started? I don't know.
It's more or less sort of, it's as consistent as anything.
Okay, fine. We'll carry on. Yeah, fine. There's a pantry down this way. If the three of you would like to wait away from the cake in this other room for the Baron.
I'd rather think the cake this magnificent. We really ought to stay with it.
No, it's fine. The cooks can take the cake, slice into the cake, and prepare it for you for your arrival.
Inside the cake. Don't worry, they just have to come up with one plausible lie.
It's a special sort of cake that only we know the techniques of slicing. It would be culturally offensive if you attempted to slice it yourself.
I am so not going to touch that. But I have to insist the cake goes in the pantry and you come with me through to one of our waiting rooms. for the barracks to receive you.
This is a room.
His
Happens to be directly above the pantry, would it?
it's a similar part of the building, yes. Although that's a very odd question. Why do you want to know where his room is? It doesn't matter. He will come and greet you in the
Parlour?
posh parlour. Posh, is that posh old person? Baron?
Sitting.
Sounds like it, so good luck.
He will come and meet you in the parlour.
Parlour.
We can cut that bit
Sort
out.
of odd
How much are we cutting out, Toad? Most of it? It's going to be a really short
Nothing
episode,
we've done so far makes it.
It's just like one of our normal episodes. Fine. Okay. Yes, it's that sort of side of the room. Yes, of the house.
Okay, we'll put it into the pantry and then go into the parlour. But let's go and we need to go and put it in there properly to make sure that nothing's going to happen to it. And Gus gets one of Barry's strings, and
So there's strings coming out of the cake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leading all the way back to town.
There's no other way you have like setting store for that long. You didn't have something to back that.
I just want to say, I thought you said, that's fine. Can we just confer with the cake for one moment?
That'll be alright.
Sweet frosting.
I've got a real classic heist image of us taking off the bottom of the cake and then getting into like a sewer without anyone seeing, and the cake exploding.
I did prepare sewers.
Is there sewer?
There are
There's
sewers.
in
There are sewers underneath the factory, yes.
Can't smell any worse than these burgers.
Which,
Yeah, so we'll just casually run strings from the pantry to the parlour and put the cake directly above the sewer entrance and see what happens.
Okay.
Okay, it's time for us to sneak out. Let's see
All
what
right.
this manor house
Kick out the bottom of the cake.
and go
Okay.
directly into the
Is
sewer.
it a hatch? Or am I making one?
It's obviously it's whatever you want it to be.
Cool. There is a hatch. Can I kick it in?
Okay, you kick it anyway. Yeah, fine. So you've absolutely ruined the cake and there's no way back.
Yeah. Strength is not my dump stat. Oh my god.
What's your what's your good stuff?
Intelligence.
Okay.
He just doesn't use it.
I was going to say, there hasn't been apparent thus far. There's not been much opportunity. Okay, so you've kicked out the hatch.
Yeah.
And there is a sewer grate beneath you.
Oh, brilliant.
This is wetter and smellier than most other noble houses I've been in, but, well, whatever floats this barren boat, I suppose.
Turds, apparently.
Oh, dear.
But yeah, so we headed to the sewer. Under the pantry.
We got that lost.
What was the end goal? Yeah.
It's a heist. You need to go into the sewer.
It's the sewer up into the parlour, or
Well, we'll see
Up
what's
the
in the
road.
sewers.
that's true. We will
What's
see.
in the sewers, Jack?
You never know. We might find a cool sewer-themed restaurant. Oh, God.
We'll just go over to the sewer page.
Perhaps we will
So
hear some voices from above us. That will tell us where to go.
Do you like working for the Baron then? Yeah, he's alright. He's a bit of a prick. He pays bills. What do you think about him taking the plight, ruining the plight of the common man and pocketing from the banditry of nearby regions, thus making Ireland a much more prosperous realm, but stepping on the top and the shoulders of the lower classes? I don't know, man. I just guard
I'd like
the armory.
cast a minor illusion to create one of the voices from within the room.
Yep.
Suggesting that shared ownership of the means of production is a much better way of local governance.
See Marxism open on your laptop.
I'd like to cast Marxism.
It's super effective. Actually, I mean, you've got a point there. But hang on, if we do that, I mean, what are we doing in here, guarding some armory from a bunch of, people that aren't even going to come here, when actually we should be out there supporting this movement?
Armory, he says.
Yeah, you're right. Why don't we go? Actually, why don't we go tell Derek about this as well? Derek, don't tell Derek. Derek's a prick. No, let's tell Derek. Let's all go. You hear them walking away.
All right, job done.
Let's get up into the armory and prep ourselves more extensively than we already have.
Sure, I was going to hang out in this. Yeah, whatever.
Up we go.
Okay, you're in an armory.
Grab everything. As many knives and blades as I can carry.
That's a lot.
Knives and blades.
Knives and blades.
Yes, those famous bladeless knives. Okay, fine. You've got yourself a +3 falchion. Yeah, there's just shit tons of falchions.
I thought it was just one of the armory. One weapon.
It's an armory. Right.
But that's 200, so...
Sucks to be you then, I guess.
Be my guest, I fucking hate 200 weapons.
You have a +3 falchion. Right. I don't know.
That's pretty useful for a wizard, isn't it?
Yeah, and for a 3-foot tall goblin.
It's like really long. It's longer than you, for sure. Okay.
Yep.
So you're kitted out from the armour. And
Where
you
is the parlour in
relation?
relation?
Where? Let me ask you a question. Where would you like it to be?
I mean, I assume they're not going to be adjacent.
No, that would be
like,
crazy.
yeah,
Just take your guess and then grab a flintlock rifle from the other room.
I mean,
We're tooling up with the guns you just
There's several flintlock rifles at the back. You didn't recognise them as weapons.
I'm having a minigun.
Okay. The goblin illusion wizard has a minigun and a poisoned octopus. And will definitely not make it out of this episode.
Well, so, alright, fine, I'll have a gun then.
Don't press it all. I've taken your shit long enough.
The east wing, right?
Yeah, okay, fine. Let's move this on. We have to finish this in like
5 minutes to cover this man.
Yeah, okay. So it's sort of towards the back of the ground floor.
and has the
You see a
butler...
stream. You're just chilling in the parlour. The butler has come back with some like fancy lemonade, you guys, and you just see a stream of guards just walking out the door.
And what's happened to the string that I've tied onto my finger that was the...
I mean, what did you tie? Was it tied to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tugging.
Quite tight.
It's almost like you hear a gunshot and it goes slack.
That's what that does.
Wait, did you have a plan, a system for tugging on the rope in distress if there was any problems?
No, I just sort of had the hope that we'd find each other if we got split up in a house.
But the problem is the string now goes down into the sewers and back out.
Yeah,
However,
that's true. It's moving somewhat.
Here's that magic trick that magicians do where they tie a knot in the string and then it's just a regular piece of string.
Yeah.
I'd like to cast prestidigitation to remove the string from the sewers to now just be the shortest route to the rest of the party.
You do so, it beautifully works, and you find your friends in the park.
Spell you've got there?
You see a cat with a falchion and a goblin with a minigun.
Where's the Baron?
We hadn't got to that yet. I was enjoying this lemonade.
Having a nap, apparently. I assume a bedroom of some kind.
It seemed impolite to not go to the parlour. It felt like we were very much being steered towards the parlour.
Oh, God forbid we are impolite to the man. I'm about to throw like 5 daggers at.
Cool.
Okay, we wait for
Should
the
have a
Baron.
little walk?
Oh, okay, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
How combustible is the parlour?
Ooh, you ask all the questions I've got answers for.
Probably some wood panelling.
Moderately.
Set fire to it.
You say bye to it. Any particular part of it, like a sofa
Just
or
as much as possible.
a chaise off?
So the flames really take quickly.
Cool. The parlour is alight.
Excellent.
Fine,
I like that Will thinks into existence and no one's got to roll for it.
Well, I mean, he's got I'm going to make Losher survival expert. Okay, roll a dice. Roll a dice. It's a 13. It's fine. Right. I told you I didn't want to play Dungeons and Dragons. I just wanted to riff with Paul. Very happy, very excited. It's a very big moment for me. He was on Ted Lasso, you know.
For almost 3 minutes.
3 more minutes than the rest of the people.
Now the room is on fire. I will wait outside, and if he comes outside, I'll kill him there.
I'll wait in here in case it stops me on fire.
We also wait outside. I think that's quite good.
Let's wait outside too, please.
Wait, hang on. When you say wait outside, you mean like in the main room, outside?
No, outside. Like it's going to take fire. It's going to burn down, and he's going to have to escape.
Okay.
Yeah, to be fair, in a minute, people are going to run out of this manor.
Yeah.
So if
People are running out of this manor screaming, "Oh my god, my livelihood, everything's ruined. This was my only job. Now who will pay for little Betsy's medicine?"
Hopefully they're running out into the guards who are explaining how communism and it's not a massive loss.
Inspiration for that one.
Betsy's
Absolutely.
handled by the state.
Oh, is that the lemon of inspiration?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Next time this character comes up, he'll have inspiration.
Yep. Yeah, definitely not wrong. Okay, people stream out. You have no idea what the Baron looks like. They're all just running past. Yes, he's wearing a sash that says "Me" behind the Baron.
It's around the mansion.
Yes.
I imagine there are sort of object art, statues,
Yes.
things like that. What I'd like to do is, in the corridor outside the inferno we've created,
Yes.
that seems to be a thoroughfare.
Yeah, it's absolutely mad.
I'd like to get a large cardboard box, put a valuable object underneath it, and then prop it up with a stick. And then I've got strings.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a noble trap.
Okay. Do you want to give me a sleight of hand?
So, I'll take that. 13.
Well, we've established that 13 is the best you can roll. So you beautifully create a greedy noble trap.
Yeah.
You hear people run past. "Oh, I'm so worried about my life. Oh, this is ridiculous. Ew. What a valuable. What is?
Cool. Tidal wave. Cast tidal wave.
On a particular point,
Yeah, the Baron.
you got to put the fire out.
I stand with my back to the fire.
Okay, fine. Where are you right now?
Between the fire and the Baron.
Okay. Fire and the Baron.
I'm
That's the name. That's the name of our album. They are available if you need our Between Fire and the Baron.
Jack, I'd like to turn into a direwolf, please.
Yes.
Because their speed is double what mine is, and I can run away if this goes horribly.
Yes, you are now. You are now a direwolf, and we'll figure out later why Gus knows what the fuck a direwolf is. And druids turn into direwolves.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fine. Fuck it. Whatever.
Circle of the moon.
You've got 45
She
seconds.
is that. I've got 45 seconds for what? Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Okay, the Baron's there. You can't start tidal wave on him.
Cool.
We got 15 minutes. It's an hour.
Okay, I'll shut up.
Yeah. Don't panic me, Tony. I'm very tightly wound. There's a fucking octopus and a minigun and a tidal wave.
I'd like to cast tidal wave very slowly.
Okay.
Of 15 minutes.
Take it away.
As a ritual.
We will all watch while you do so.
Could you make a dexterity save, please, for the Baron? I'm going to ask for disadvantage because you're in the box.
Does the box help?
Well, I mean, he's got some. I mean, what kind of box? You said cardboard. I don't feel like that's going to help much against. Well, I've written down nothing helpful.
Why would you write that down? I thought you meant you'd literally written nothing helpful. I'm tired.
I've just rolled a 13. I'm judge that that is a success. Well,
I don't know, it's a visual medium. I don't know if me flipping you off twice is an indication that you failed.
Well, I mean, I rolled a 13. He's obviously got a +3 because he's sneaky. So that was a 16.
Then you have successfully, you've solved my tidal wave.
But hang on, we did say disadvantage, didn't we? That seems reasonable. That's a 10.
So now you were looking for a 15 or 9.
Oh, Jesus. Have you done that thing where you've made like an aggressively brilliant character because you're only playing it for one shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's good at one thing, it's drowning.
Is it time? From Marxism to Guantanamo Bay. Let's go. All right. Okay.
So yeah, it's 48. Gosh, bludgeoning damage? 40? Wait,
I think. Hang on.
slashing damage.
I think. Why don't we?
Why?
I think at this point, could you all do me the absolute honour of rolling for initiative? Because the spell has already been cast.
Exciting.
And you can tell it's exciting because of all the whoops and cheers of the crowd.
Woo!
Alright, I like having to ask the phrase. I would say. Fine, I'm just going to put you in the top.
At 19.
Whoa!
I'm feeling that 20.
It isn't that right, is it?
6.
Ooh. I don't know, like a bit much.
12. My +8 initiative modifier has not saved me today.
What?
Yeah, he is. And if you look
Wow.
down,
Sweet Barry?
15. Nature's tip.
Okay, Bambi's getting a glimpse behind the DM screen, which I don't have here, of how I write down initiative orders, which is I just assume where everyone's going to be, and it works flawlessly. There was one space in the middle for Barry, and that was it. Oh, I need this charm person. It's going to become very important. All right, fine. And I need to actually roll for my guy. Cool.
Worse than a 6. Dang.
Fine.
He's in a box.
Yeah,
He
should
was
be hit by a tidal wave. How much damage does a tidal wave do?
This turn, 27 bludgeoning damage.
I think we'll be done by 1:15.
I've got a really interesting backup idea for the next spell.
Just tidal wave again.
Tidal wave 2. Oh, one brought to you by Jay-Z. Okay. It is, I'll say that's a sort of surprise round that you've just managed. Even though surprise rounds aren't a thing, I think we'll be telling you that. So Gladsome Pike, completely impossibly, it is your turn.
Marvellous. So I will go to the cart where my faithful steed Tempest is harnessed.
Yeah.
Presumably I stashed my lance there
Yep.
earlier. We all
It's ready.
Great. I've charged
Would you
towards-
like to take your armour off to Gladsome?
No.
Okay. Exactly. It's fine.
No.
Fine.
Charge towards the wet cardboard box.
So, inside the map. Or is it outside the map? Where did you lay the trap?
The way I think this is happening is most everybody else is heading outside. I like to think what I've done is industrial conveyor belt style, fired the Baron out of the front doors on the back of a tidal wave.
That's how I saw it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a sopping wet cardboard box on the ground, flat, about,
On the front steps also.
on the front steps, in beautiful arm's range.
Area.
Yeah. Gonna crack on? Yeah.
Gonna do a drive-by.
It thought about that one very hard. And instead,
I was really looking forward to your roles in front of a live audience.
how does a 25 seem? Completely accurate.
I mean, roll for damage.
I do follow that up with my second attack, which is a 11, which is less. So that's 11 damage to the cardboard box and presumably any soft
Creatures
men
there
inside.
with it. Yes, yeah, absolutely. And Alyosha, what do you and the damn owl do?
Well, I imagine that Josh was outside waiting with Sir Gladstone as he marries his horse, and then sees the Baron come through the front
Yeah,
door,
you see a cardboard box with some pretty lace poking out of it.
and then thinks, uses a couple of arrows. It's classic.
As anybody would do.
Yeah.
It's not good stuff.
I think it's a 16.
You think? Do you know? I mean, it's a 16 because you rolled it onto it. That's not quite how it's meant to work.
Why didn't he bring his character sheet with him?
Yeah, no, they've got 16.
Fine, here.
I know it's standard. It's 9.
Yeah, I like watching you roll that. Bambi also, I don't know whether you've ever played with anybody that fudges their own dice rolls as a player. Hands up if you've ever lied about your dice rolls as a player. Just me. Just me. Just me.
Oh, the man.
Okay, this is. Oh no! Oh, she's taking a photo. I do it again. Bambi has informed us that he also lies about his dice rolls, but to make them worse, because he feels bad about how much he's hitting my beautiful, sweet mobs.
Yeah, isn't that beautiful?
No, okay, fine. It's not beautiful, but he knows. Okay.
Second one doesn't it?
Okay, great. Cool.
But
Thank
the
you.
owl. So, what I think would be a really good idea is if the owl swoops in and grabs the familiar, the octopus.
Sure, that's going to go real well for the owl.
Yeah, so it can like grip the
What
bag.
what kind of bag?
I don't know, well, the Sainsbury's, I don't know what they've got.
A Sainsbury's bag of water. This famously impermeable bag, Sainsbury's bag with no holes in it.
No, that's a bag for life. I'm not getting this plastic carrier bag to keep an octopus in. That's oxymoronic.
Yes.
They live in the sea.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm crazy. So your owl is going to pick up a poisonous octopus in a Sainsbury's bag for life.
Exactly. And then using the magical talent tear the bag, and drop the very, very poisonous oxygen animal.
Well, you can go back and get another one. That's a bag for life. What about just opening the bag? It's a fucking broken Eurasian eel.
Now it's been established as a bag for life. I feel like that should be cut short.
Bag for barons.
Exactly. Yeah. And then just drop the octopus.
Why don't you give me an owl sleight of talent roll? Oh, there's a moan of that. Oh, that's not good.
It's a knife.
Yeah, it's not good. You're trying to drop a.
The owl must have quite nice dexterity, though. We must assume.
I'm going to ask a question.
It's
Ralph.
only about an 11
Just-
or 12.
Exactly. That's rubbish. I'm going to ask a question, Ralph.
Yeah.
I want you to be thinking very carefully about your answer.
Okay.
You've just lampooned Lance, this poor man in a box.
Yes.
Where would you say that Sir Gladson was in relation to the man in the box?
Follow-up question. How open is his mouth?
So I want you to think very carefully about not what you would like to be the case, but what you think is actually the case.
How long's the lance? 10 foot away.
Yeah, but there's a bit of a fence.
All right,
Stop.
probably right next to him and probably looking straight up. with the gorget and helm acting almost like a funnel.
Oh, wow. I want you to roll this dice here. If it's an even number, it hits the Gladson. If it's an odd number, it hits the Baron.
And we have to retcon 10 episodes.
Yeah.
For those of you listening at home, something happened off mic and you'll never know why.
I hate this. Go for it. Go for it.
20!
I think Octopus lands squarely into Gladson. So Gladson's gone, ha! And the Octopus has landed squarely into Gladson's mouth. Did you have some stat prepared for quite how poisonous this Octopus is? Would you now like to roll damage?
Make them up.
No. Would you now like to roll damage as if it was a crit, please? Seeing as how the lovely great lady rolled a 20.
Yeah, let's.
I've got 52 hit points, if that informs how many dice
It
you
does 52 hits.
That's 2, 6, that's 14. Yeah, you're right. 14, 37.
You take 37 points of damage.
As a bonus action, the octopus eats.
Can you make a constitution saving throw not to swallow the octopus?
That is a dirty 20.
Okay, so you managed to go.
No, you just said I didn't swallow it. It's still not natural.
Okay, perfect. I'm loving this. Great. Okay. It is now. Oh, God, it's Barry's turn.
Phantom Steed! I summon an 8-legged horse.
Go for it.
But not like Odin's horse from myth. Horse on the top, octopus on the bottom. It screams endlessly.
Because it's an unholy abomination that never should have been.
Because it should not be.
Kill me!
Yes.
Kill me!
No! Use your impossibly quick 100-foot move speed. Ram the box.
Roll to hit with the
Sure. Roll to hit with a
We need to see if Gladstone's in the way of this.
We'll see what he rolls first.
What about
Just roll a d6.
ramming is a dexterity-based attack?
It's
Right.
whatever you want.
You've got to be accurate with
I mean, I'd probably say
Is that
it's
Jack? 18 to hit
hit
with an octopus.
with ramming octopus at 100 feet an hour. Yeah.
100 feet an hour, which is
Not really. That's more mean. 100 feet per 6 seconds. Roll for damage.
Okay. Would you like to give me any guidance on that?
1d12 bludgeoning. Let's go for it.
1d12 bludgeoning, classic.
That seems reasonable.
Stats.
Well, hang on. Let me just Google octopus bludgeoning ram damage. I'm not getting any hits, Paul.
That is disappointingly 2. Can I
Okay.
add the octopus's strength to that?
Sure.
22.
Fine.
Oh,
We've only got like 3 minutes, so fuck
yeah, I'm
it.
aware.
Light on the leg of midnight.
Okay, we established he picked up every knife he could find
Yes,
in the up. He's going to
yes.
throw them all at the box.
Yeah, okay, go for it.
Hooray!
60 20s here. So
Yeah, roll them all.
Oh, wait, they all are 17. Yeah, well, that's amazing.
They're all 17s, okay.
Improbable.
Do you want to roll?
To be fair, most of them are 7.
Do you want to roll just the shit ton of damage?
Yeah, sure. So that they all listen back, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we need to finish in like 2 minutes. These people have somewhere to go. Slightly more entertaining than us trying to be funny.
Oh, it's quite a lot. Oh, it's it looks like somewhere in the 30s.
I think
35.
I think it's just Planck's constant.
Yeah.
That is exactly how much was required to kill the Baron. And Gus was also there. Latin, your mouth feels like fire. Barry, your quest for a mustache, it grows. You with the
Did the Baron have one?
The Baron has one.
Not anymore! Cut off his upper lip!
You can tell your owl off for being a failure. Light, you killed another person. Gladson, you hit with the lance, but you had some serious wounds to go away with. And Gus, you can tell everyone what you did. If you like. You can make it up. It's fine. You were there, and it was very valuable.
I was there, I was a wolf, and I watched it all happen.
So Gladson, it's been such a pleasure to work with you all. I'm going to stay forever. But also, I would like you to keep my pal to Professor own. His name, once again, is Kickstarting Tales of the Valley. Chris game system, you can back it now. Or some words to that effect.
I shall keep Kickstart. Press Kickstart now. It's all very good with me at all times, and he will be just as poisonous.
Excellent. And we're going to get this person to come and roll for them every time. Okay, that is the end of our episode. Thank you so much for coming along and listening. Ready for our podcast of Dice and Them everywhere. And I think we all need to get out of the room fairly swiftly, but it's been an absolute pleasure, guys. Thanks so much for
Can
coming
we
out.
also say a big thank you, please, to Jess Jewell, who has helped the podcast happen?
Oh, absolutely.
I forgot that. Big thanks to our sponsors, Cobalt Press.